All right.
We gone?
3, 2, 1.
What to do, baby?
Welcome back to the pod. We out here. Big week. We got our Christmas Day episode. We're out here with the boy. We got our boy Turner Corcoran on the podcast today. University of Nebraska, starting left tackle, number 69. How we doing?
Doing good, Bryce.
Doing good?
How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing good, man. I'm just happy to have you on the pod. Turner's been at school all semester. So, now we're...
I feel like we have to explain how we know Turner.
Oh, yeah, okay.
To some extent.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick.
You got it? All right.
All right, so we grew up with Turner. We played guerrilla football. This is my jersey. It's in the Hall of Fame. And Turner was the largest kid in human history. And me and Aiden were both on his team. And we'll have some videos. We'll have some clips from guerrilla days later. But, yeah, it was pretty an elite time. And then, obviously, Turner had lots of success in high school and is playing in Nebraska. Had a big recruiting process with a lot of different schools. We'll get into that later. Turner's just going to be on for the episode. We're going to talk about all our normal stuff, and then we'll get into more Turner-based stuff later. But excited to be here.
Excited to be here.
Is this the biggest interview you've ever done?
Probably.
I think it is.
I would agree.
All right, getting right into it. NFL, the Jets. They lose the number one pick. It's the most detrimental win a franchise has ever had.
It's a franchise like crumbling win. Like they went from having a bright future to not having a bright future in one win.
I disagree because I think Justin Fields is cold.
All right, do you want to get into it right now?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Go.
So I'm not a Justin Fields guy. Bruce is. I'm a Trevor Lawrence truther, and he's gonna. If the Jags don't win another game, the Jags are going to be great.
Jags are going to get Trevor Lawrence, and the Jets have the decision to make. Do they pick somebody else or do they roll with Fields?
I think if I'm the Jets GM, Darnold is better than Fields. I'm keeping Darnold. I'm trading
better
down.
Than Fields or an easier option? You think he's better?
I think it's a very lateral move to go from Darnold. Bro, you think about it. Who's he? Like, if you spend that number 2 pick on Fields, right? He's still going to be throwing to Denzel Mims, Braxton Berrios, Chris Hogan.
Oh, those guys are cold.
Chris Herndon. So like,
they're going to be terrible. All right, Turner, you're in the Big Ten. What is that plant-based power? What did you see from Justin Fields?
Justin Fields.
He's going to be biased because he was destroyed.
He was pretty dominant against
Slice and dice a little bit.
He's been struggling, though.
20 completions.
I mean, he hasn't had the best year, but also 6 games. Can anybody catch a rhythm in 6 games?
Exactly. I mean, he proved it. He proved that he could play in the NFL.
Yeah, has to have.
Oh, he's going to play in the – I think – so –
but it's like, where's that gap between Lawrence and Trevor Fields?
It is literally
Justin Fields,
Grand Canyon size.
Grand Canyon size.
It is huge. I think
the Grand Canyon.
So Zach Wilson from BYU.
Oh my God.
Zach Wilson from BYU.
Taysom Hill.
I will believe
Zach Wilson from BYU.
Better than Justin Fields.
I want to say he's better right now. I'm not there. It's close, but it's definitely closer between those two than it is with Fields and Lawrence.
Well, he just did the UCF.
Zach Wilson is legit.
Yeah, he's not bad. Like he's definitely up there. Like he's probably leapfrogged Trey Lance. Like Trey Lance because he didn't have a season this year.
He leapfrogged Lance. He leapfrogged Mac Jones, and he leapfrogged Trask. He's better than all of them.
I think Trask is. Yeah, Mac Jones is so weird because he had such a good season. He's almost like Joe Burrow with less moxie. Because my guy Joe Burrow had that. Joe Burrow was an below average college player until he was the best.
It's hard to tell.
He was the best.
With Mac, he's going to get slandered because he plays for Bama, and Bama's not known for its quarterbacks, and he's thrown to Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle.
And he's got Najee Harris.
Yeah, Najee Harris. It's Bama. So it's hard to say, but, I mean, I can't believe the Jets.
That's crazy.
In dominant fashion.
Oh, beat the Rams.
Wow. The Rams.
Wow.
So, I don't know. I think my take, which is hotter than most, is you trade down – and maybe then you take Wilson if he's there. Although I'm not convinced by the time draft rolls around, Wilson's not going to be top 5 also.
Top 5 by the time
he's
so weird in those last few weeks after games stop to when the draft is where players just switch positions. It's just like this guy moves up, this guy moves down. They haven't even played. And Trey Lance is a wild card. Trey Lance is like Jordan Love last year, but he played no games. But I think we see 5 quarterbacks picked in the first round. So many players, so many teams need quarterbacks.
Trask too.
Trask might be. I think Trask might be higher than Mac Jones.
I think Trask and Mac Jones are the wild card. Yeah. I think Lance, Wilson, Fields, and Lawrence are for sure.
Yeah.
But
all right, man, that's crazy. Jets with the win, but overall, I think
L for the Jets.
Big L. I think that makes that job a lot less desirable too. All right, Browns 20-6 Giants. Real quick, we didn't really acknowledge it. It's Christmas season of giving. We're just celebrating Christmas with the boys. I did get you a gift, everybody.
You got me a gift?
I got you a Christmas gift.
You're an asshole. I didn't.
No,
get
you got to open it on the podcast though.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Is it my own B. Smith hoodie? See, the thing is, like, I thought about going and getting something, but I also didn't. So
well, let's see what you got.
This is lovely.
$13 at Ross, baby.
Smart investment, honestly.
Yeah, you're right.
The Browns are
if you don't wear it, I'm gonna wear it.
Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have to wear it.
Put it on right
Can
now.
you please admit?
I'm not gonna admit the cycle's real. He's probably still a
like
fraud.
4 straight games.
They'll probably go. They'll
games.
probably go 5-11 next year. But for now, they're
I'm
elite.
hurt by that.
So thank you, Bruce. I might have to come back with a gift next year. But that is an elite present, and
yeah, for sure.
by all means.
20-6 Giants. My boy Baker playing insane.
He's playing out of his mind.
Turner, how are we feeling about the Browns this year? How far can the Browns make it?
Give us the take.
They've had a really hard career for the past
just
decade.
as a franchise.
The whole decade
Ever
has
since
been
the
a
Ravens
struggle for
left
the
and they had to
Browns.
come back, it's been rough.
What do you
It's
think?
been
Give me
a rough 20 years.
So the Browns, they got a wild slew of scenarios of where they're going to end up from like the 2 seed to out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I do want to talk about the doomsday scenario.
Let Turner.
Okay, yeah, get him in there.
So where is the cap for how far they go in the playoffs? Because I mean,
Super Bowl. Baby.
The Chiefs are in the AFC. I'm not going to assume what you believe. Do you think the Chiefs are going to make the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah. So the Browns aren't going to the Super Bowl. How far can they go?
I think that they can make it out of the first round, but that's as far as they're going to go.
They're going to. All right.
I think I can respectfully say that.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Well, you just said they could end up 2 seed. They could end up the bottom. Here's a doomsday scenario for the Browns. If the Colts win out, which Steelers, Jags could happen, definitely is most possible. Titans split the Packers and the Texans, win one, lose
Also
one.
possible.
Very possible. Ravens win out, Giants, Bengals. Let's say that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Dolphins win out, which is very unlikely.
Who do they play?
That's
Good
the only
teams,
one
I'm
it doesn't
pretty
say. Browns versus Steelers Sunday night. Browns win, they win the division. Browns lose, they miss the playoffs at 11-5.
That'd be so awesome.
For Browns,
if they miss the
it would be
playoffs.
awesome. After all the suffering the Browns fans have been, it would be
No,
awesome.
I'd feel
Yeah,
awful for the Browns, but that would be hilarious.
What do you think they do with Odell next year?
They trade him.
They trade
He's
him?
getting traded. Yeah.
We're going to talk about his earlier in the year scandal.
Yeah, some people like to poop on chest.
You got.
It kind of is what it is. He liked to get poop on, or he liked to poop on others.
No, he liked to get pooped
He liked to get pooped on.
Yeah. So
Definitely weird.
I mean, if you see, we're not gonna sit here and slander anyone, but I'm not buying. I think the females that are making these accusations.
Yeah, it seems
I
unlikely.
definitely think it's
Seems like a Dwight Howard situation.
I think it's a stretch that
Howard,
Odell is hanging around these females. I don't know, but I think he's probably traded for. I mean, he's gonna get moved for a second or something. Someone's gonna get a steal. He's still good. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. Turner, you're a Chiefs fan?
Yeah.
Die hard. Die hard. How were we feeling after that Super Bowl last year?
I was actually pretty depressed because I was up in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh yeah, it was one of your first weeks.
It was like my 3rd week up there. I barely knew anyone. I was with Isaac Gifford. Shout out to Isaac Gifford. But
thanks for watching the pod.
All my buddies were back here celebrating down on Mass Street.
We're going crazy. Bryce broke my phone. I
broke his phone.
I'd gotten my screen fixed like 6 hours before, and we got in there and we're jumping and shit. The same day, and my screen just shattered.
But Aiden was like, man, it's okay because
Yeah.
Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Also, we hosted a party at my house.
I hosted the party.
Yeah, because I was working at Ace Hardware. A woman that I worked with cut her hand open, like here to here, and I had to stay until 9 o'clock.
Like how many inches?
Like 4. Like top, like middle of the thumb to middle of the palm.
Okay.
All the way open. Had to cover her shift, and I'm literally like, there's a party at my house. There was 25 people here.
I'm throwing a party at your house.
Yeah.
I mean, It was a full-fledged
And I
program.
had nothing to do with it.
No, nothing.
Nothing to
Yeah,
do
I
with
set the whole thing up. That there was so much food.
I think I moved like one table and didn't do anything.
We're gonna have to do that again.
Yeah,
to
we
be,
gotta
to be
do that
honest.
again.
If the Chiefs,
But
are in the
obviously,
Super Bowl,
social distancing, COVID, we will all be Pfizer vaccinated, all that, you know.
I honestly completely forgot about that. It might not happen. I'm gonna be honest. It might not happen.
Hey, I feel like we'll all still meet up on Mass Street though.
Oh god.
Actually, I'm not gonna live here anymore,
Dude, is there people gonna
You gonna
meet
be
on
done?
Mass Street
Yeah,
for
Stillwater.
COVID? Is that a thing?
I mean,
People are just gonna be masked up like.
I'm gonna buy one of those giant bubbles. Those
Run down on
one of
on
those
Mass?
hamster
Oh my
wheels.
God.
That'd be the most
You would get
you
tossed
thing
around
ever.
like a little
You
rag
bring
doll.
your hear me out. You bring your unicycle. Bryce is a unicycle rider for anyone that doesn't
Then I'm
know, and
already
you're just
6 feet
you're like
above
6
everybody.
feet above everyone. I think
Easy.
that idea
You're
has
usually
some
getting
merit.
mobbed, bro.
Well, yeah, I can barely ride it to begin with. Imagine being in thousands of people. Let's just hope fully vaccinated by then. Seems very unlikely.
It's
Just hope it
wildly unlikely. I mean, what is it? Beginning of February? It
Yeah.
ain't happening.
like
Yeah.
first week of February.
It ain't happening.
All right, Steelers. We'll get into the Steelers real quick. What a slide. 27-17 to the
Yeah.
Ryan Finley Bengals.
One of the worst losses I can in any sport in
3
recent
straight
memory.
losses.
It's really bad.
Turner, what do we think about Juju's dancing on other teams' logos?
You know, I think you probably should have cut it out after the first loss.
So
Should have cut off to week 1.
Yeah.
so if you're a team leader, right? And Juju is a team leader. What do you say something, Juju? Be like, hey, bro, like you should probably stop dancing.
Everyone's
I think
defending him
he
on
has
Snap.
came out saying that he's gonna stop doing it.
Yeah, he said
Barstool-
today.
yeah,
It was
Barstool
today.
said something
Because
in
Tomlin
the
said you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
All right,
I
here's
would
the
definitely
craziest
say
thing.
He's got to stop.
Here's the
Yeah.
craziest thing. Juju's defense each and every time it happens is, I'm just being myself. Well, being yourself, you're stupid. Yourself is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, is that really being yourself? Is that because you automatically put a target on your team's back?
The thing is, like, he's so far into it though, to where he looks like a little whatever for pulling out and not doing it anymore.
Okay, he went on IG Live to announce that he was about to go film a TikTok on the logo.
No, it's bad.
No, it's like
That's pretty bad.
it's not like no one understands the and it's not. It shouldn't be a big thing. It's not like TO or spitting on the logo
Yeah.
or anything like that. But it's like to the point where like people are gonna get pissed about it and they're gonna wait for him to do it and then they're gonna slander him once he does do it.
Yeah.
And he's not playing well to be doing it. He's the Steelers are
He's
losing.
number
He's-
3, number 4 receiver.
He got
also, I met Juju. I like.
he got exploded
No, I'm sure he
by
was a
Von
cool
Bell.
dude.
But he's
Dude,
a-
Oh, yeah.
we
TikToker.
said the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing last week.
Played with Brett Chappell.
Yeah,
Shout out Brett
yeah.
Chappell.
Me and Chap went to go see him up at KU.
He was in. That was so weird. He was in Lawrence. I love
That
Juju.
was.
Hey, I thought he was elite after AB left. I thought he was going to step right in. He
Didn't.
has been dog shit. I mean,
Yep.
he's averaging 8 yards of reception. I think I could go out there and average 8 yards of reception. Obviously, I'm lying right now, and I couldn't actually. But to give you some perspective, that's like bottom 5% in the league of a decent sample size. Like
All right,
it's terrible.
Colts next week. Turner,
They're gonna
beat the
lose.
Colts.
You know, I do agree with Aiden that I think that the Colts have a
They're gonna
pretty
lose
solid
out.
defense and a pretty sturdy offensive line.
Yeah, I think they lose the
Probably
Colts.
one of
The
too.
best
Colts are
offensive
probably
lines
the
in
most-
nation.
The most rock solid
Quentin
team
Nelson?
in the NFL, and with the Steelers just spiraling out of control.
I don't know. You do have two old heads in Phillip Rivers and Big Ben going.
Who's
at it.
worse? Big Ben is awful.
Big
right
Ben.
now.
I mean that thing did did not reconnect. His Tommy John
Bro.
just failed.
Yeah,
And he has good
Tommy-
weapons. The O line is
He has
decent.
insane weapons.
Insane weapons.
But they drop passes.
run play action.
Deontay has bricks for
Give him
hands.
as many
Juju
times.
is
Ebron.
overrated. Ebron sucks. Claypool is probably also overrated, but
I mean, he just blew
they
up
already
so
say Claypool.
fast.
Juju sucks. I
TikTok.
mean, yeah,
Because of TikTok.
they have no run game. They're broken. They're the worst team in the playoff picture right now. They're worse than the Dolphins, maybe, probably.
That's crazy to say though. They went 11-0.
I was defending them last. You can't defend
Yeah.
them anymore.
Yeah, you
there's,
can.
There's no.
And I think they
excuse.
lose this game. I think they're 11-4, and them and the Browns are literally playing for the division.
I think that game would be a banger though.
Oh, that
Steelers,
game! Yeah, they're gonna
Browns.
flex it to Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's good football.
No, I mean that's classic because like, I might take the Steelers to win that one. if I'm
Browns,
being honest.
Brownies.
Bro, because at
Baker
some point
Mayfield.
you're gonna have to get it
That
together.
defense.
They're gonna be fighting for a freaking, I don't even know, the 7 seed or whatever,
Yeah.
7 or like a 3 or 4. I don't know, but Steelers wild downfall.
Wild. All right, moving on. Jalen Hurts. We've been hammering it all on, and he lost this week, but played out of his mind.
He lost this week, but they would have lost by 40 with Wentz.
Would have lost by 40. Have you met Jalen Hurts?
Yeah,
I feel like you met
I
Jalen
took a
Hurts.
photo with him down the
Cool
road.
guy?
That's actually
Oh,
dope.
very cool dude.
You were on a recruiting trip?
Uh-huh,
I just
yeah.
remember seeing a picture with you and
Oh,
Jalen
yeah,
Hurts.
he's a
He's
really
one of my
good
guy.
favorite
Did you-
ever, but I hate OU, so it's just
Did you meet
hard to-
Kyler too?
I did meet Kyler.
They were
so much
recruiting
cooler
the
than
shit
us.
out of you. he is way cooler than us.
Okay.
So how high do you go up to Kyler? How tall is Kyler?
How tall was I up
Yeah.
on Kyler? I mean, he's actually not that small from what people say he is.
I
Like,
mean,
he looks
he's-
small out there running around because those dudes are just so big.
How
but,
big
like,
is
he's
Justin
also-
Fields?
How tall do you think
Justin
he is?
Fields?
Yeah.
He's probably about 6'2", but he was a steady 6'2".
Steady 6'2".
How tall-
Jalen Hurts about the same, yeah.
Jalen Hurts
A
might
little
be about
bigger.
6'3".
Yeah.
And a little bit stockier, obviously.
And then
Hurts is
Kyler.
big. Hurts, yeah. Give me a
Kyler's
Kyler
a
height.
little
We
guy.
all the internet
Kyler
loves.
is obviously smaller than them, but he's fast as hell.
Is he 5'11"?
So fast.
5'10"?
I give him 5'11".
Okay,
Hey, that's
I respect
generous.
it. I wanted to hear like 5'9.5".
Yeah,
I
I
do have a
wanted-
photo with
way
him,
better.
but I don't know. If
We
I can
should
find it
have
in time.
prepared.
Yeah,
it.
you know, we're Bush League over here, but
It's all good.
Yeah,
that's-
but Jalen Hurts, in all seriousness,
he's their future.
and Wentz is acting like a complete bitch right now. I mean, call it what he is. He is.
He's like, I don't.
He
He's like,
is.
I don't want to be a backup,
You
but I want to
see-
finish my career as an Eagle.
Dude,
There's
you
no
see-
chance that
you
happens.
see Mitch Trubisky, who has been slandered harder than anyone on the timeline,
Playing
literally
better.
ever,
Way
playing
better.
getting respect back from the teammates, probably going to get a second contract somewhere.
Yeah, what? $4 million a year
For a backup, I'm gonna tell you, Trubisky is not as bad as people make him out.
I agree.
He's really
I think
not as
Nagy's
bad.
kind of numbnuts.
Nagy's probably gonna get fired, but Trubisky is not as bad as people make him out to be.
Turner's
He
over
doesn't
here.
even
He
have
has to
good
be
weapons.
so silent. Some of these people could be his bosses one day.
No,
gotta
it
keep
is
it-
awkward. It is. You don't have. Yeah,
I'm saying,
don't.
He's
say
got the
anything.
PR.
Yeah.
He's got the PR figured out. At
We're
this
gonna.
point.
Yeah, we're gonna slander.
3
we're gonna hype
semesters
up.
or 2 semesters at Nebraska. Got it figured out. That's funny.
Yeah, but Wentz is he's like talking. He doesn't want to be a part of the Eagles now that he got benched.
No, he
But
said he
played
said
better.
he wants to finish his career as an Eagle, but he refuses to be a backup. I don't see where that happens because
So-
Jalen Hurts is your guy. Go.
So that's impossible because
literally
after
impossible.
after 2 games, we now know that if something colossal doesn't happen with Hurts, that he's going to be the franchise quarterback. He literally looks like a franchise quarterback.
yeah.
after 2 games.
Real quick, I want to say who. I mean, Hurts Jalen's thrown his name into this talk, but who is the best quarterback in this draft?
What do you mean?
Like
in this
Herbert, Burrow, Tua,
I'm gonna
Hurts.
give you
They're all playing
flaming
well.
take right now.
It's got to be Herbert.
It's 1A, 1B, Herbert, Burrow. Burrow got hurt, shitty O-line, doesn't really matter. 3 is Jalen Hurts.
You want to hear mine?
Jalen Hurts is better
Jalen
than
Hurts is
Tua.
2. Herbert
Better than Burrow?
Hurts,
That
Burrow,
is
Tua.
gross.
So no, what's yours? What's yours?
Best quarterback in the draft?
No, and
From
like
the draft.
last year
From
with like
the-
Herbert,
Yeah,
Burrow,
Herbert,
Tua,
Burrow. Yeah.
Hurts.
I mean, obviously
Love.
the number 1 pick is going to be the best quarterback, and I do think that Burrow is probably the best
You
quarterback.
think Burrow's the best?
No, I think
from that choice, obviously, just
very
because
fair.
From what you can build off with that guy. I
Yeah.
mean, he was electric in college football. So
They
there's no
need
choice
to
but
get
you
him
pick
some
him.
damn linemen. They need you, bro. This man, I mean, they need this man. Burrow's gonna get
He's
killed.
got Hakeem Adeniji, KU. Shout out KU.
That's like it.
The boy.
the boy. The boy.
I mean, he already is. He even gonna be back next year? Probably not.
No,
What
he
was his
will.
His knee.
Burrow.
But that's crazy.
I
He
think
got
it was his knee.
folded in half.
Yeah,
Folded
it was
in half.
gross.
But Zach Taylor just saved his job for 10 years. He beat
Okay.
the Steelers.
So this
Yeah.
is something.
Yeah.
Are we 100% sure that Tua was ever better than Jalen Hurts?
I still
Think
would've
about it.
taken
I
Jalen
think,
Hurts.
dude, because I was thinking about it. I was talking about it with some people. I think people severely overreacted to Jalen Hurts having a bad game in the national championship. Tua coming
Bad
in.
half.
Bad half.
They were down like 14, but
Yeah.
to be fair, he had like 40 yards
He was
passing or
playing
something.
really bad. And Tua comes in, lights it up, whatever.
And then you
And
can't
then- and then-
you can't put Hurts back in. He can't.
And then
be
you
the
can't
starter.
and then next year we all know Tua's going to be the starter coming in. So Hurts transfers.
No, he had the balls to stay. Remember?
Yeah, he
And then when
stayed,
Tua-
and then he
when
won the
Tua
SEC
went down,
championship.
Yeah.
He
and then
won the
helped him
SEC
win
title
SEC
game. Yeah,
championship.
Yeah. And so, dude,
I'm a big story guy. Aiden makes fun of me. Love the story.
I like
it's a
Great
great story. But like in all seriousness, all Hurts did was play bad for a half, and people completely
here's what I would
dismissed
say.
him.
Here's what I would
and,
say.
and now we see Tua, who went 3rd overall, not look better than
Here's
Hurts
what I would say.
at all.
Tua's doing enough to win games. I'm trying to find he's playing like very average football. Jalen Hurts is. I think Jalen Hurts' big thing in college was maturity. He had to
for
mature.
He's so
You see
mature.
the leader he turned into at Oklahoma.
He is a leader. He's
And
a
you
winner.
saw-
Chip. He
Yeah, he
needed that
needed
chip.
that, and he had the chip on his shoulder, and he turned into a much better passer. Like a lot of parts of his game turned way better because of what he went through. I would say that changed the trajectory of his career because he was
It for sure
so
does.
run first in college before that.
Well, he couldn't really
So,
throw.
yeah,
Dreaded
now-
Jalen Hurts couldn't really
And now
throw.
it seems like he's dreaded.
Now
Now it seems like he's kind of figured it out. Like
Yeah. And so, I mean, no one really saw him as an NFL quarterback, but in today's game, the line of being an NFL quarterback is kind of just going away. No one saw Lamar as an NFL quarterback. Mahomes was a project. You know what I'm saying? And so that whole niche is kind of going away.
Yeah.
But Hurts looks incredible. Wentz being a bitch. I think we're gonna see him. I call it what it. I think we're gonna see Wentz on. We're gonna see Wentz on the Colts.
Nope. Do not want to see him.
I
on the
like
Colts.
that idea though.
No,
I think
honestly,
it's
that's
because
gonna
he
help
worked with Frank Reich.
No, because his offensive line is better.
Because
with
Braden
the
Smith.
The offensive
and
line is great.
Braden
Nelson.
Smith is a stud.
Braden
Quentin
Smith is a
Nelson
stud. Nelson's a stud. He's spitting over here, bro. And so I think Wentz is first of all, basically any quarterback is a really good fit on the Colts because they have solid weapons, a good coach, good defense, great O line. That wasn't me. That wasn't
My
the protein
bad.
powder. Yeah, that was Bruce. And so, but especially Wentz. I mean, if he's gonna succeed anywhere, it'd be Indianapolis.
Yeah,
So
I
but
don't
also,
like that because I think they could get somebody cheaper. Wentz's contract is so massive. They could get somebody cheaper that's a lot better.
they don't have a franchise quarterback.
No,
it's
they don't.
literally
They
an
obviously
opportunity
don't
to
have a
steal a
franchise
franchise
quarterback. But what if
quarterback.
you steal one of those? We're talking about 5 quarterbacks to go in the first round. What if they get one of those guys late? One of them's going to fall. That's a
Yeah,
better risk
you-
than
you're-
taking a broken
no,
Carson
This year's
but
Wentz.
draft
hear
is
me,
pretty
but
freaking
hear me.
good.
Yeah, there's some
Penei
good
Sewell out of
draft.
Oregon.
But hear me, he's a
Crazy.
monster.
Yeah.
People are talking
So-
about taking him just because, like, even if you have a left tackle.
So if
draft
you're
him.
the if
They're
you're
saying the Jets draft him after draft Mekhi Becton. Like, just
so
take it.
no like yeah, so he's that good. Sewell is that good. So if you're
I'm
the
glad
Colts,
you guys know about this stuff.
if you're the Colts, you'd rather spend a first round pick on an absolute wild card in Kyle Trask or Mac
Didn't
Jones.
know what you were going to get with a shitty Carson Wentz.
A damn near 2016 MVP.
He was
4 years
pretty
ago.
Dude, I'm just
Till his knee
saying,
buckled.
bro.
And then they
dude
draft
was
Jalen
the-
Hurts, and instead of being like Alex Smith when they drafted Patrick Mahomes and playing insane, he curls into a ball and
I
can't
don't-
play football anymore.
So you think he doesn't deserve a job?
I don't think he deserves. I don't think you can rank him higher than
I would if I'm
somebody to take a chance on.
If I'm a GM, I'm definitely rather eating. If I have a shit ton of cap space like the Colts, I'm definitely rather trade a second or third for Wentz because I mean they're gonna trade him.
I'd like to see him.
Then spend a first on.
I'd like to
Kyle
see him in
Trask.
like who has a crazy amount of cap space? San Francisco, and they can cut Jimmy
Zach
G.
Wilson is who I want to see in San Francisco.
There's so many people I want to see in San Francisco because Kyle.
Matt Stafford.
Anyone. Did we just lose? Oh, anyone that they put with Shanahan's gonna be good.
Shanahan's the GOAT.
He's so good with the quarterbacks. All right, we got to move on.
We have to. Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins.
All
Turner,
right.
you played a football season through COVID, right?
Yeah.
The protocols. Could I ever? I'm going up to UNL, a big Saturday game.
Function.
That night, would I ever see you in one of those adult ballets? Would I ever see you in the club?
You could never see me in the club.
You would never,
Especially no
because,
mask.
because you're a leader. You listen to your team. You know what's at stake. You don't want to put family members at risk.
Right.
You wouldn't do it.
Yeah. No. Not at
and
all.
if he is there, he's probably gonna be masked up, sunglasses, hat,
Oh
unrecognizable.
yeah,
He's not an
with
idiot
a shield.
for
Right.
sure.
I would've.
No
With the shield, yeah.
$1 bill, strictly Venmo, Cash App, making
Yeah.
sure
Very
no,
professional
you're not
stuff.
6
touching
feet.
anything.
Exactly.
6 feet apart.
Yeah. So the
So-
strip club. Okay.
So he had a C on his chest. Man was a captain of an
He's-
NFL team.
He is God. He is horrible. All right, we're gonna
I
play.
met him too.
We're gonna.
You met him?
Yeah.
Hey, good guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
real
to
good
slander.
guy.
You
He's
meet
quiet,
him on
but
your
he's
Simba.
Ohio
Yep.
State visit.
Oh, he had the worst apology video I've ever seen. He's reading it off a screen. Oh yeah, let's see the picture of him. Oh, he looks like he's having a great time. Oh yeah, there was some booty in it. We're trying to keep it PG.
Of course.
You
And
know,
so
we got the kids on here.
we're gonna play a quick game of who is Dwayne Haskins.
This is just
Who's he better than, or who is he?
No, who
Who's
is
better than?
who is he worse? Yeah, who's he better than?
So
No, who's he worse
I'm
than?
gonna throw out a name. Mitch Trubisky.
Better than him.
You're insane. He is worse than Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
Dwayne
saying.
Haskins.
Mitch Trubisky's better than him.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky better than
Yep.
Haskins. What are we thinking, Turner?
I don't know if Turner can
I don't
vote.
think I can comment.
Turner could
All right,
be
no
protecting
comment.
any of these
All right,
guys.
this is gonna be
in
me and
3
Bruce
years.
slandering. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I'll say
That you're good. All right.
This
So
man's got the PR figured out. I
he's
swear.
worse. No, he's smart. He's worse than Mitch Trubisky. He's way worse than Broken Wentz. Still, it's close. It's close though.
That's definitely those might be like match made in heaven.
Let's roll. Well,
I think Jackson Dooley personally is better than Dwayne Haskins.
the old ones are like hard. I want some young Josh Rosen. Give me Josh Rosen over Dwayne Haskins. And
hey, by the way, big ups to Josh Rosen got a contract today.
I'm 100% serious. I'm dead ass. If I'm starting a franchise from scratch, I'm taking Rosen over Haskins.
Rosen.
I think Haskins is the worst. He's horrid.
Yeah, we were talking like Kyle Allen's first start.
Kyle Allen is better than Haskins.
Kyle Allen's first start was like, if Haskins put up those numbers, people would be like, holy crap, we got a guy.
Yeah.
And
here's what he
was
goes out
so
there.
good in college though.
Like
he had an insane year.
I honestly, and I don't mean to.
Plus.
It's hard to sit here like
50 plus
as a like non-athlete and start slandering an athlete, but I mean I wonder if
college baseball player, but
if he's not very smart. If he's not very smart, if he's lazy. He's kind of overweight.
Oh, he's got to be lazy. I don't understand. Rivera's just such a renowned coach, and put the on his chest.
Rivera does not.
Okay, yeah. Also, if your coach is going through chemo, you're not going to want to give him COVID.
Yeah, they removed him as captain, bro.
He should have never been captain. He hadn't been a starter in 10 weeks.
Haskins is for sure getting shipped off somewhere. I mean,
where?
He's not worth
CFL?
anything. He's not worth
I was hammering give him a second chance.
They might cut him.
No, I thought they would, but he said Rivera's giving him a second chance, so it's like.
Dude, but even take all the strip club stuff. He's honestly the worst first-round quarterback I can remember. It's bad.
But people were just making fun of the Giants for taking Daniel Jones, and they absolutely got it right.
Yeah, they nailed it.
And that wasn't a star-studded quarterback class, but they got it right. I still think they did need to. They could have traded back and gotten him, but they still got it right.
People were pounding for Haskins. Haskins is way worse than Daniel Jones.
Not
Daniel Jones is probably average or maybe a little below average. He can't hold on to the ball. Danny Little Hands, we've been over it.
Little Hands. All right, yeah. Pats are missing the playoffs.
That's first time in
a while. Yeah.
Felt like that was worth mentioning.
Yeah, just mentioning it. All right, we're gonna do our 7/8 of the year awards. Turner, you can chime in here if you want to.
Do you have your list?
We forgot to prep Turner on any of the lists he needed to make.
Okay, we're just gonna be spitting.
Yeah, just go ahead.
So
coach
of the year, I think we're both gonna have the same guy, Kev Stefanski.
I don't know why we call him Kev, but
Kev Stefanski, or I mean
Kev Skansky.
Kev Stansky.
Kev Skansky. Turner, who's your coach of the year?
Sounds good to me.
It sounds
Stefanski
good.
or
no comment.
Flores probably. I think it has to be one of them.
Yeah, it's Stefanski or Flores. Agreed. Yeah. It was Tomlin for 11 weeks now.
Now it's Tomlin.
Now people are like, all Pittsburgh's like fire Tomlin, which would be the dumbest move ever.
Yeah. MVP, two-headed race right now. I'm probably the most biased person on the planet, so I'm gonna say Mahomes.
A-Rod.
The argument for A-Rod is certainly there.
I'm gonna go Mahomes.
Mahomes? Patty?
Yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan, so yeah.
D-Poy. I'm rolling T.J. Watt, the best edge rusher, maybe the best defensive player in the league.
Xavier Howard. He's playing very good.
He's great.
Dolphins.
He's top 5 corner. Probably.
But they will never give it to corner. It's always D lineman.
They gave it to Gilmore last year.
Yeah, that's true. But Gilly Lock was different.
Lock is different.
All right, Turner, what would you think about blocking Chase Young, that man?
Oh, ask my teammates.
That'd
be pretty rough.
We're clamping him. Yeah,
oh my God.
His teammates had to deal with. They probably had to block Bosa and Chase Young at the same time. Nick Bosa and Chase Young at the same time.
Nick
with
Bosa.
Studs and it's not like they have frauds at D tackle. Like the studs, probably top 3rd round draft picks or something.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Their backups get drafted.
Yeah, their backups get drafted to be starters. Yeah. That's crazy.
So, offensive player of the year,
Kelsey.
I went Travis Kelsey, the league leader.
It's Kelsey or Derrick Henry, I would say.
It's got to be one of them. Yeah. I mean, you probably have
Dalvin, or DK Metcalf.
Dalvin lurking. Shut the hell up. DK Metcalf.
Best receiver in the league. Rookie of the year.
It's toss up between Herbert and Jefferson.
Yeah,
I'll lean
Herbert
QB,
Jefferson.
So I'll probably go Herbert.
Who are you taking on that, Turner?
Herbert?
Yeah. Probably got to be.
All right, I'm taking Herbert too. All right, Super Bowl predictions, matchup predictions.
Give me it.
All right, I'm going Chiefs Packers.
Pretty
Backup
basic.
is Chiefs Bucks.
So
or Bills Bucks.
I almost.
It's like a bomb.
Brutal. You won't see me on the pod for a couple weeks if the Bills make the Super Bowl instead of the Chiefs. I'm gonna need a couple.
Man,
weeks
I should not have eaten that pizza.
Goodness. Okay, so I've been hammering it all year. I'm not gonna let the fact that the Bucks are not actually very good take away my prediction. I'm gonna roll Chiefs Bucks, but if you think about it, no one in the NFC is really that good.
No,
they're basically the same level as everyone else.
And it's annoying that everybody's saying, "Oh, the Bucks have a great roster," but they just haven't turned it on yet. Like there's so many.
Yeah, I mean,
They have a great roster. They
The best in the league.
still haven't turned it on. Turner, what's your matchup?
I'm gonna go with the Bucks just because they got
Bucks,
2
just
former
Tom
Nebraska
Brady.
players.
2 former Nebraska players.
Got
Who are they? Is
Suh
that-
and David, Levante
Sue,
David.
yeah.
And Suh.
Levante David is a stud.
Mm-hmm. He's a
What
freak.
about what's the big white dude from the Patriots? The running back.
Oh, Rex Burkhead.
Rex
Burkhead?
Burkhead.
Yeah.
Well, last year we
Yep.
were doing fantasy draft,
Oh,
and
man.
Turner had to draft Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, I
Like
drafted
before
Rex
he
loyal.
did, and he actually had a pretty good season.
Yeah, like 12 points a game, 10 points a game.
That's what we like.
It's like, all right.
That's
Didn't
that
really play him
Cornhusker
much.
grit and grind right
It
there.
really is.
True.
Really is.
Is that it for
That's
NFL
it.
talk?
That's our 7/8 of the year awards. So we're 7/8 of the way in.
They got to be
We're-
somewhat accurate to what's actually.
We're like 15 out of 17. I don't know. That's about 7/8. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's what we're doing. What's up? Timer. Oh yeah, we're at a timer now. It just looks really swag. You want me to move out of the way? All right. Moving on. Playoff picture. We already talked about a lot of things can happen in the AFC, the NFC. Who cares?
NFC, one of like
I hope
7 teams.
I hope the
coming
football
out.
team gets in, but now they don't have a starting quarterback, so it's kind of hard.
They
and they don't have a backup quarterback.
They have not even Haskins, right?
Yeah, I don't think he plays this
What
week.
is Alex Smith like scheduled to come back ever?
He has a hamstring for a shin. But he could.
Okay,
He definitely could.
he's got a jello.
On the
leg.
same leg?
No, it's on a
Hamstrings
different
the
leg.
same- on the other
Yeah,
leg?
I think,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, 2 bad legs.
He's got a bunch of issues.
Poor
He's
guy.
The fact that he's played this many
Oh,
games,
for
we
sure.
just gotta.
He's the GOAT.
That's
Around,
incredible.
yeah.
give him comeback player. I don't even care if he never started.
Oh
He's
yeah, comeback player of the year
year.
has to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
All right, move on to NBA. T, you watch much basketball?
Not at all, but
Neither-
I see all the memes and stuff.
See all the memes?
The
You
memes.
just eat, breathe
That's-
football.
Basically, when it comes to the
Pretty
NBA
much.
right now, it's all memes, and there's no bigger meme than Jumbo James Harden. I think.
Jumbo James.
Look at him. Put it up there. He is
a big fella.
huge.
That's Bryce
Dude.
Smith when he goes off keto.
Oh my god. Dude, if this guy is lining up across from Turner, I mean, you got to be at
He's
least.
got a chance.
He's got a better chance than
Got
any
a
of
chance.
us.
Chase
I mean,
Young.
So
Yeah.
he's obviously once out. Do we think him getting fat is like him telling the Rockets like I want out, or he
Oh,
just
for sure.
is freaking fat?
You think he wants out?
I think he's like, hey, trade me.
I'm not gonna
fat.
work out.
That's
I'm
what
not
Charles
gonna do
Barkley did
shit.
when he didn't want to get drafted by the Sixers. He just got
got
real
fat.
big.
He just never put it away either. It just
He
stuck.
didn't, no. And he played good with it.
Yeah, that was great. Then he had a strip club incident, which
What is it with these?
he said on Instagram. He said I just was going to one of my homegirls' events. That was what he said.
Thanks.
James Harden.
I had a couple plates there.
he went.
Couple
He hit the
drinks,
breakfast
couple
bar. Little breakfast bar.
So I don't know. Where do we see him ending up? Because it seems like
it's Brooklyn or Philly.
I thought Philly said because Miami's out, right?
Miami said they're out, but you're never really out. But they don't want to give up Tyler Hero.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! Imagine, bro.
Tyler Hero got that swag.
Are you? Would they actually not trade Tyler Hero?
His last name is Hero.
It looks like Harrow, but we'll ignore that.
Tyler H.
English major.
It's 2 R's. it's Harrow.
It's
but-
way less cool.
Yeah, I would call myself Hero too. Whatever. You actually wouldn't trade him for Harden?
I mean, it's a lot more than that, but they didn't want to include him.
No, he was
or
like
none.
the piece they didn't want to include.
Yeah.
Like the Sixers don't want to include Simmons or.
But now they're willing to, and it still seems like it's gonna happen this season. Brooklyn has the most assets, but like Brooklyn
that
would have
be
no bench.
Wild.
It would-
I mean,
You need a bench because right now
Especially-
they're,
I mean, the Lakers
their
did
role
get a lot
players right
deeper.
now. Jared Allen, Dinwiddie,
didn't really
Karis
solid.
LeVert. You'd have to give up all that.
Oh yeah,
At least.
all 3 of them probably
And
like 8
two
first-round
picks.
2 of them.
8.
Dude, they slew of them. It's James Harden, bro.
But yeah, and he has a lot of deals left on his contract, a lot of years left. So like
Yeah.
wherever he goes,
But
he's probably gonna be there for quite a bit longer.
Kyrie, James, and KD would be wild.
Someone just I need to mute my thing. Yeah, that would be definitely very exciting.
I don't watch basketball, and that
But-
would make me excited.
Yeah, it would be awesome. But I'm very happy that the super team era has ended. It seems like that would almost creep the super team era back in.
It's facts, actually. So, finals prediction.
Finals prediction. Yeah. What you
I
got?
mean, I'm rolling basic Nets Lakers.
Nets Lakers, same thing over here. I think that the Heat have a chance to come back, and I think Milwaukee and Drew Holiday did a lot. Turner, do you even know enough to say anything?
Yeah, I mean, I know that KD and Kyrie are on the same team.
Cold.
KD and Kyrie are on the same team with the Nets, and then the Lakers too. So you got LeBron and AD. So I'd go with those two.
Yep. Yep. I mean, you can't really go wrong right there.
Not at all.
All right, so now we're with the boy. The boy.
We're gonna actually talk to Turner now, not just make him talk
Yeah.
about actual.
Yeah, you. So you're big. Busting with the boys, Taylor and one guy.
Yes, sir. Run
The
left.
boy. Run left. Always run
Fire
left.
hat. So you're gonna have to tell us and the people listening the origin of the number 69 because you were 74 in high school.
74 in high school, like 97 or 96 in grade school.
Yeah. When we played with you.
So back in the summer, throughout spring practices, me and this guy Brant Banks, we both wore 74, and that was kind of the weird thing is that Brant had switched from defense to offense, and he had switched numbers a few times, and he had finally gotten 74, and that was before I came into the program. Frost told me I could have 74, and then one thing led to another. Brant wanted to keep 74. And I was
So
like, okay.
basically,
Brant wanted to keep the number, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll switch my number. And so, Frost was like, all right, what do you want? And I'm like, well, it's 69 open. And he's like, it sure is. And I'm like, all right, I'll take 69. He's like, all right, people are going to love that. And I was like, all right.
So if 74 becomes available, are you going to jump back, or is 69 just the number now?
I love this. I think you're going to have to jump back to 74.
I don't know, man.
But the 69
I
is
like the
elite.
69 right now. People have been asking me if I'm gonna be switching my number because a few seniors left in the 70s. But I kind of like.
Yeah, there's not a lot of.
We're
tackles that
vibing
wear
with
60s.
69.
Yeah, I vibe with it. Do you guys not vibe with it?
No, it's a good
No,
number.
it looks good.
Also, it's
think I fit
really
it?
easy to spot you on the field.
Of course you fit it, bro.
You started last week. It's just a big ass 69
first
dude
start
on the left.
last week.
First start. How was that?
Yeah,
you
during
guys
the
played
day,
Rutgers.
it was
the
cool.
Shiano man.
Rutgers had a very, very salty defense. That was kind of the
It
motto
looked
going
like
And a
in.
pretty
watched the whole
overachieving
They
season
had
too.
They had a 21 of 22 defensive role players were either juniors or seniors.
Okay.
So they had quite a bit of experience on that defense.
Got the young freshman out there.
And when I found out that I was starting and that Brennan was moving on to the league, I was a little nervous, but the coaches kind of helped settle me in, helped me get with the game plan. Coach Frost and Coach Austin did a really good job of, making sure that they called the right protections, 6-man, 7-man protection, so I'm not left out to dry, stuff like that. But I thought as the game moved along,
I mean, you
was
had to
playing,
settle. I feel like
did pretty good.
after a couple series, you probably started to settle in, and
definitely.
everything started slowing down.
I don't know if you've had this.
620 yards of total offense.
A lot of running yards.
Yeah.
And did they run left? They ran left.
We ran left a few times.
So
At
I
least a little bit.
don't know how it was for you, but was there a moment where you were kind of sitting out there? And I know you've only played one game and don't want to talk about it too much, but where you were you felt like you belonged and you weren't overwhelmed by it, or did that come earlier?
Or how long did that
in
take?
training camp, or did that come during the game?
Well, I'd actually gotten in against Ohio State and against Illinois earlier in the year, and I really wasn't nervous for those games either. What really makes me nervous is probably those fans, because being in an empty-ass stadium,
less intimidating.
in front of maybe 100 people.
That's
in
crazy,
the stands. It's a lot different than if I would be playing in front of 90,000 people, and I think that helped ease me into the game better.
Yeah.
And then also one of my coaches, shout out to Hunter Miller, he's a grad assistant.
Hey,
there.
thanks, man, for listening to the podcast. We appreciate you, bro.
He told me, he said, it's just another Friday night in Lawrence, Kansas, and it really helped settle me.
Yeah.
In.
Hey,
I was
man,
like, it was cool as hell because it was a 7:00 game on a Friday. I was like, this dude's not wrong.
Some of those
It
Friday
really
night
is.
games in Lawrence, Kansas.
In lovely
hit
Lawrence,
different.
Kansas. Oh,
Dude.
man.
And
Lawrence High Free State games.
Yeah. So
Those are fun.
By the way,
the people
a
who
lot of people, Lawrence High
Lawrence
Free
Lawrence
State,
High.
a lot of
Sorry,
people
boys.
were real salt and real not cool after the game. My boy Turner,
we got
through the roots, just came up, gave me a nice hug. Really appreciated it.
There's probably at least a few people that are listening that don't know. So in Lawrence, which is where we reside, Turner's hometown, there are two high schools, Lawrence High and Free State. Me and Bruce went to Lawrence High. Bruce played football.
So did you.
And
Also producer
and
Ian.
East Dickey. We all went to Lawrence High. And Turner, who great friend of ours, good buddy, has been for life, went to Free State, and they went 4-0 against us in dramatic fashion a couple times.
The last game was a little rough, but some people were not on their best behavior. But it kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
What was it like moving to Lincoln? Because Lincoln's big too.
Lincoln's
it's
a little bit
because I
bigger than
visited
Lawrence.
I visited Nebraska. Their campus is literally in the middle of town.
It really is.
Yeah, because you're right by downtown, right by the big buildings, all that.
That's dope.
But no, Lincoln's a really cool town. It's just like Lawrence. There's not much different to it. It's just probably about twice the size, maybe.
Yeah, but a lot of
That's
it's a
dope.
lot of urban and then a lot
and
of
then
rural
city.
too. Yeah,
You got city, little bit of city, and it's just like you said, it's just right off campus.
Yep.
And campus really isn't that far.
Campus
it's about a 15-minute walk.
Too. Their campus is not big. There's like a couple different campuses, but it's not that big.
Dorms.
And the field is like the stadium. All that.
Oh, stadium's just
massive.
right there.
Yeah. So what's that drive like? 3-4 hours?
Yeah, it's about 2:45, 3 hours.
2:45.
Yeah.
Driving faster
It
than
ain't
me.
even bad.
Shit.
Yeah.
They're you're a D1 athlete, football player on
Yeah,
campus. What's it like? What's the girl situation like on campus?
This
you
year,
got your opportunity.
This year it was a little weird because of COVID. You know.
Yeah, you gotta lock it down. You know, no Dwayne Haskins
No,
situation.
one
I was a
thing-
little skeptical because I didn't want to get the
One thing we don't.
the COVID.
You can't talk about. We can't be out here making excuses on the truth, talking about lack of females because of COVID, right? I think
Okay.
real players, they find a way to have the women along with following proper COVID.
I mean, I've been using
Now, if you
COVID
ask
as an
me,
excuse.
I'm gonna say I followed COVID, but if you ask my roommates, they might tell you a different story.
Is that
You might ask my roommates.
So okay,
you
so
don't get yourself in trouble.
I've been using COVID as an excuse.
They could
all
tell
year.
the same thing. You know?
True.
I've been using COVID as an excuse all year for the girl situation.
And
Personally.
it's a valid excuse.
Oh, it's a valid excuse. You know, I don't have
No
anybody in
one's
my
gonna- no one's
house
gonna
that's
say
kind of foreign to
anything.
me.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it locked down. Gotta keep the family safe. I think I've said that maybe 20, 15 times.
20, 15 times.
Yeah, a lot.
If
of
that's
times.
what if that's what we're rolling with in my case too, we'll roll with that. We can.
Yeah, I mean, me and it, you
Boys
know,
striking out.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been a
We're all
tough,
striking
been a
out.
tough year. You know,
Yeah, it's okay.
20
the economy
relentless.
is rough. You know, just been a tough year. Ethan's telling me to be quiet, talking too much.
It's an,
I like
impor-
it.
it's
A
an
little too
important
loud.
discussion.
All right, we're gonna jump in. We got a really fun segment. This is where we want you guys to hop on the YouTube. See us on YouTube, The Truth with Bruce and Banny. We got some gorilla videos from back in our.
So the Gorillas was our
Youth football team.
our youth football team that we played on with Turner. All four of us, Bruce, Turner, me, and Ethan, all played.
Put it
Ethan
on.
was the quarterback. I was. This was a while ago. We ran fullbacks instead. I was a fullback.
Wing T, pretty
DN.
much.
Yeah, it was an
a
old
wing
school,
team run offense.
old school offense.
That's why you're 69, 96 for Bruce.
Yeah, I mean it works.
Yeah.
It works.
So the Gorillas was the name. Bruce is going to show off his jersey. The Gorillas was the team that we played on, and so we're going to show some clips of probably all of us
Yeah.
balling,
This
not
is
balling.
Our first game, Turner.
Third grade.
Second grade.
Second grade.
Oh,
Guess which
no.
one's Turner?
Yeah, everyone on the YouTube, guess which
Yeah.
one Turner is.
Where's he at?
The
I'm
giant
gonna
human
guess
being.
I'm gonna guess he's the one that's a lot bigger than everyone.
Oh my
Oh, I
god.
did
No,
not know
that's
what I
not
was
even
doing.
huge.
I did not know what I was. There's John. Look at John.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's not even going to
His
be the
little
best
boots.
one. I promise you, there's going to be one. Sixth grade would have to be the
Yeah,
worst.
No, you looked way bigger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, there's an old photo of my Twitter header. Twitter
Yeah,
header.
Yeah, Twitter header. That was.
naturally.
I'm in that. Me
Yeah.
and Ethan are.
Yeah,
both
those
in
are all
that.
the original gorillas. So you guys played in second grade. I played in third
Third.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like 6 of us on Turner's Twitter header, and me and Ethan Bannister and Bensinger are alongside Turner, who is like twice the size of everyone.
Massive individual. You were so much bigger than everybody else.
Are there
That
any
was
other?
sixth grade?
So much bigger than everybody else.
That was
That was because that was the
Uh-huh.
last Toy Bowls,
That was-
all the original.
Are there any other
gorillas.
clipsy?
Yeah, we got a lot more.
Yeah, show them.
This one,
The cause.
oh dude, this one's crazy. Watch
Oh, this
AB
is
on
me.
the corner.
This is my. All right, so I'm JJ Watt standing up right here.
Watch this.
Get him, boy!
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? So
Oh,
that
my
was.
goodness.
If I had to put a peg on it, I'm not sure what game of the season this was. That's probably mid-30 sack for me.
Oh my god.
Look at me at right tackle right
Watch
there.
Bruce here.
Yeah, so you can
Oh
really
yeah, look
see.
at me.
Left side.
Left side.
He was just picking his ass.
Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go back.
This is the
Oh.
block.
All right, go
We're
back.
getting
Go
our
back.
boy Austin
All right,
killed.
go back. Go back to that one. Watch me.
I can. I don't know if I can.
Oh, that's me.
Hold on. Yeah, I can't.
Technical difficulties.
All right, so this is Toy Bowl.
Playing nose.
I'm playing right next to
We got
Turner.
smacked that
I'm lined
game.
up on the edge.
I'm on the.
Yeah,
no,
no,
it's
we
me
won
and
this
Turner.
one.
Watch me and
We
Turner.
did.
Watch me and Turner.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't win this one.
We
This
lost
is
this
old
one. Okay.
jerseys.
Watch them.
Dude, this
Yeah,
is
you're
when this is when they brought in like 5 other people.
No, that was because that's our old jerseys.
Here's Bruce's again.
All right.
He's
Oh, there's me
literally
in
kicking
my
his
butt.
ass.
Oh, we go down. I got
Yeah.
41. You know, let's get a good run block here. Oh. All the way down.
This next
Bro,
one,
you literally just fell.
Oh yeah, it was the worst.
Turner and Aiden have good blocks right here. Watch.
I was not in the game.
I
Didn't play
usually
very much.
did not block
Where
it.
am I? Oh, I'm on the right side.
I'm playing fullback.
Dude, Joey is so big. Look at Joey.
Oh, yeah, get out of there, kid.
Oh! Look at Chancho. Look at Jinch.
Yeah, but look how big Turner is. Like, he is absolutely massive.
All right, real quick, shout out Coach Flashbarth.
Yes,
Lance
shout out Coach
Flashbarth.
Probably listening right now.
No, yeah,
I hope
apparently
so.
he's a little bit of a listener, so we got him as a
Big shout out.
big shout out. One of the best coaches I've ever had, and he
The
coached
best.
me.
The
there you go.
best.
Oh yeah, we got one more. I definitely don't think I caught a touchdown.
You're past. You passed.
Yeah.
Bruce Athletic.
Watch this athleticism. How long does this
Where
take to
are you?
develop? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Look at that pass pro, though. Ain't nobody on E, though.
Next play, try to throw it back to me to score, and did not work.
Just block here,
Turner.
Turner.
Yep. Oh. just bullying these poor kids.
We're
man.
so big.
The
Oh
fact that
my
we even
God.
have these files is absurd.
Yeah,
that's
shout out
freaking
Was that your
awesome.
dad filming that, E?
It's different.
Who was it?
Phil,
Different
It
people?
was.
but
I
they're
think-
all on Ethan's massive hard drive over there.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just
That was freaking
that's
cool.
awesome. So there's a peek into the truth, upbringing, Turner, how we know him, and so
I was obviously brought up through the bench. I wasn't in many of those
you
videos.
played. You did.
Second string.
Yeah.
Played
Maybe.
more in high school than I
Maybe.
did as a young kid.
That's probably accurate.
It's not healthy. I mean,
Yeah.
The heck. All right, Turner. So we did talk a little bit about college, but what was that recruitment process like? All these big schools just trying to schmooze you and trying to get you to go to
And
their school.
We mean like big schools. Ohio
Yeah.
State, Notre Dame, both of
OU.
them. Both of them in OU, all of them like
Clemson.
in Clemson, all of them in college football playoff contention. Damn near
Oklahoma State.
Damn near
Oklahoma
like,
State.
the 3/4 of the
Clemson.
playoffs offered Turner. So
Yeah.
don't like these are massive schools. I mean, you turn down them for a reason in Nebraska. You know
Yeah, so why? So
yeah.
let's go through the recruitment process and why
Why
did
chose
Coach
Nebraska.
Frost
What
speak
was
to
yeah,
you?
what made
Why was Nebraska the
so
answer?
special, bro?
The whole recruiting process. It was obviously a stressful time, but it was a good one. Growing up in Lawrence, Kansas, all we really have here is KU football, KU basketball,
It is
and that's about it. But
mostly K basketball.
getting out and seeing like facilities like Nebraska's, Oklahoma's, Ohio State's, Notre Dame's, just to
Oklahoma
name a
State.
few. Oklahoma State, yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt. It was an eye opener just knowing that I could go to these universities and play for these universities. But the reason I chose Nebraska was because Coach Frost, Coach Austin, Coach V. I have a whole list that I could run down, but those dudes are the most genuine people that I've ever met throughout the whole recruiting process.
That's dope,
Not to
bro.
say that anyone was being fake or anything was sketchy, but it just felt like the most genuine love from those guys, and I wanted to help change the program there because since it was a great program since the 90s, but we've kind of fallen off in the past few years, obviously.
Y'all are gonna get back, bro.
And then Coach Frost going undefeated UCF, and then coming back to his alma mater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, NFL, listen up. I mean, that was the most textbook answer I've ever heard. Respectful
this
to
is-
everyone involved.
Man, yeah.
I mean, and call everybody coach. Not everybody does that. People over there call him less.
But even
less.
like the whole episode, like if you don't get anything else out from this is the best guy, literally.
Oh, yeah,
like,
me and Aiden were talking about that.
Even before Turner came on, we were like, it is so rare to have someone who is literal 5-star athlete, but he like at the same time like does all the right things,
Yeah.
never says the wrong things.
And not even that,
And
not even
so-
like just smoozing the press, but just like being like a genuinely like cool dude, not trying to
Yeah.
like blow smoke
So,
up your ass, but like
I know I read an article to where the guy who was playing over you opted out,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like speaking on your maturity and stuff. And I think throughout the next whatever, as long as his time at Nebraska and the draft process, I mean that's going to be something pounding.
and everybody's gonna be looking
Positive
back
for
at this
Turner.
pod, and they're gonna be like,
Is
"Wow,
he's
he's just a
never-
professional individual."
He's never going to be a problem on a team.
And
or
that
anything
one
like
kid
that.
did not know where he actually went to college, and just
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio is very far from Lincoln, Nebraska, not near the same state.
Not
He's
at all.
you're just a textbook guy you'd want on the team.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
This is and it's exciting to be here. We got 2 college athletes, college dropout over here. We've all kind of accomplished the things that we hope for. So over here hosting a podcast with tons of listeners. Obviously blowing up.
Thousands.
I mean, after this Nebraska Twitter hops on this pod, we're gonna be
Husker Nation.
I'll get
blowing
one
up.
of those on you.
I do want to bring up one thing Coach Frost said, because he had an elite when Big Ten
This
said
is
they
an
weren't going to
elite
play.
quote, yeah.
He said that
Just
he
read
would
the whole
play and use. Okay, if they tell us we're going to play on a Thursday, we need to be ready to play on a Thursday. If it's Sunday, it's Sunday. Frost said. And if it's Uzbekistan, we're probably going to have to make it to stop in a couple places on the way over there. Wherever and whenever we get to play, our guys are just excited to get a chance to compete. I mean, all-time quote right there.
Uzbekistan. Does anyone know where Uzbekistan is?
Where's Uzbekistan, Turner?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but we'd be ready to play there.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just cool just to see a coach that's like that in tune with his players that he's like, we're going to do
That's
anything
a
it
goat
takes.
quote.
And Nebraska, I mean, it's not a secret that they're in a rebuilding phase. They weren't expected to go out there and kick everybody on their schedule, but they were one of those schools that was like, we're going to play no matter what. And I think in return, the Big Ten gave them the hardest schedule ever. But like they, it's pretty rough. But they, they just, your coach would go to bat for you and wants to.
Yeah.
You guys were going to
Yes,
play
sir.
no matter what. It seems like Uzbekistan football would be just a
It'd be
sight.
fun.
That
We
would
will
be-
be traveling to Ireland next year
No way.
to face
Really?
the Fighting Illinois at
Where are our tickets at?
Illinois. Hopefully COVID's not a thing by then, so
Oh, man. Yeah.
that would suck if they had to cancel the trip for that. I will.
Yeah, we need some tickets for that one.
It'll be fun.
Let me fly
Wow.
out.
So, again, thank you for coming on. We're excited to see what you guys do next.
Is he drafting?
Yeah, he's gonna draft. But I was just gonna say that we didn't really tell Turner that he was gonna be on a Christmas movie draft. But you can look off my big board if you want. You go to draft. You're
Drafting
gonna
Christmas
It's
Yeah, we're drafting
basically
Christmas movies.
we each just pick 5 Christmas movies. We do it every week. We did it with
Okay.
candy. And
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally.
I'll listen and I'll pick and choose.
All right. Okay.
I'll go to 5 though. I'm not gonna go to 15.
No, we go 5.
Okay.
You gotta have a big board though. Okay. That was useless. Heads or tails?
I'll go
Flip
heads.
it.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Come
I'll
on.
just.
Do you know how to flick it?
He doesn't. Give it to Turner. Give it to Turner.
What'd you go?
Tails.
I said heads.
Heads. Okay. Number 1. I'm taking Elf off the board.
Classic.
Best Christmas movie.
Classic.
All right, T. What you got?
I don't know if I want you just looking off my stuff.
You can look up mine. Okay.
I'm gonna go Home Alone. Definitely go
Such a
Home
good
Alone.
Banger.
movie.
Banger.
Banger.
Yeah.
So, I'm going not traditional at all. Office Christmas Party.
I saw that.
And
Yeah.
it's fire too. It's a good movie. And then I don't know.
It's not a first round pick.
It's not for. Well, you want me to be boring and pick the Christmas Story?
Christmas Story kind of sucks.
Yeah,
It's gonna be on my board, but
It's on
not
my
that great.
board, but I'm not proud of it.
There's not that many good Christmas movies when you get down to it.
I think it's an overrated section of movies. I think.
Oh,
that's something.
100%.
Anyways, so for number 2, I don't even know if this is a Christmas movie. Ted. Ted. I think
Is
it
it
counts.
during Christmas time or is it just like
I
snowing?
think it is during.
There might be limited.
They go to the baseball stadium at one point. He's
It
getting
honestly,
chased around.
I'm pretty sure. For some reason, I'm pretty sure it's a Christmas
It
movie.
doesn't seem very
I don't know.
Christmassy.
Well, that's my pick.
You know,
so
we'll give it to you.
it's questionable.
I'm not sure. I'm definitely gonna Google it while Turner picks. But did you pick 2? Yeah.
That's 2.
All right, Turner. You got
I'm gonna go Grinch.
Grinch. Which one?
The animated one,
Definitely not the animated.
The Steve Carey, Jim
God,
Carrey
the-
one.
Yes.
the horrifying one.
That,
Dude, that one's
dude, he's so
hilarious.
scary.
I love it.
It's worse
You
than most
kidding?
horror movies.
It's better than Nightmare Before.
That one's weird.
That one's weird.
Yeah.
There's some weird Christmas movies, dude. I
Dude,
feel
I
like they're all
think-
just so low budget.
I
Yeah.
don't like. Yeah.
I just don't think Ted's a Christmas movie. Could Ted be a Christmas movie?
That
I
sounds
saw
like a
something like that
no.
on TikTok
I feel
or
like if
something.
that's even a thing, it's probably no.
Well, you know what? We'll give it to you. We'll see
Okay.
what the pod reacts to. For my third pick, I'm gonna go, or for my second pick, I'm gonna go Christmas Vacation. Lampoon's hilarious. You seen that movie?
I actually don't think I've seen
No.
it. It was on my list,
No.
but I also
Neither of you
don't
have
think
seen that
I've
movie.
seen it.
No.
Chevy Chase.
Face palm.
I don't really watch Christmas movies, Jack.
Yeah, dude. It's
You like Christmas?
Yeah. But I mean,
You like Christmas?
okay, but are we gonna?
yes,
okay,
but I'm not gonna sit around and watch movies all day. I'm gonna play in the snow.
No, you're gonna.
But there's no
grind
snow.
some film
he's
out.
gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some. Yeah, he's gonna watch some film, do some
Watch
blocking
The Boys,
blocking
Taylor
drills. Taylor Wan, bust with the boys, catch up on some episodes. All right, that's my second pick. Third pick, going Home Alone 2. Almost as good
You're
as the
gonna
first
pick
one.
all the sequels.
I think they count. I mean,
That's some
there's real-
fraud.
Yeah, you picked Ted. Fraud.
But I mean, you're just gonna sit here and pick Home Alone 1 through 3.
No, the third and fourth one are terrible. But
Yeah.
Home Alone 2 is a great movie.
Probably still would be deserving on a top 15 Christmas list. All of them.
There's no way. Home Alone 2.
All right.
Lock it in. All right, T. Third pick. Ted is not a.
I'm gonna go Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Classic.
All right.
Very old.
Good
I
movie.
don't even know. I'll take Christmas Story at this spot. I think it's solid value.
Yeah, it's good value. It's I feel like you're always obligated to watch it, and that might make it like less appealing in my eyes.
Also true.
Because
It's
you like
the
have to
most-
watch it, right?
It's the most like basic stereotypical Christmas movie. It's not bad. It's
like-
really not
It's like
bad.
you have to listen to, Monster Mash on Halloween.
Get the hell
It's a
outta here.
requirement.
Cringy.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my pick for the next one. Again, it's basically the same thing. I'm going with Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Are you taking all of them? Or
I
just
mean,
the first one?
apparently we're going with one. So.
All right, Turner.
What's the one with the train? And they're
Polar
like,
Express.
yeah,
That's
Taking that
actually decent.
It's good value.
I'm
It's-
gonna
yeah.
take it.
All right.
So I know how much.
The one with the train.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, so when Turner came in, we really were like, we're gonna give you a list of things you need to fill out, and then totally forgot to do it. So
It's fine.
definitely our fault. This is episode 10, by the way, so we're getting a little better at this, but we do have some
We're getting there,
hiccups.
boys.
All right, for my next one, I'm gonna go Prep and Landing.
I've never heard of that.
It's
Not
like
once.
some animated movie about elves, and they go set up Christmas. It's elite. It's a
Was that
great
your
movie.
last pick?
No, I get one more.
I was gonna say, how many more do we have?
I'm pretty sure
Uh,
I've taken 4.
Yeah, you've taken 4.
This is
you've taken
This is your fifth.
I've
Yeah, it's
taken
my
4.
fifth.
Okay.
Okay. Last one. Ethan reminded me of this movie. I'm going Deck the Halls. They basically have a competition about like whose lights are brighter and stuff.
Solid.
This is how stupid Christmas movies are because that's a top 5
they're
pick.
Mid.
All right, T. You got one more.
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty Snowman,
Yeah.
like the OG one.
Yeah.
It's a solid pick. Solid pick.
And then I'm going banger. I forgot about it. Bad Mom's Christmas. If you've never
Ooh.
seen it, don't hate on it. It's funny. Which none of these
Like
movies
bad
are.
moms, like they're acting bad or like
No, like so.
bad, like bad.
It's called like it's called like the original was like Bad Moms.
Okay.
But then it's just Bad Mom's Christmas version.
But are they like bad?
A couple of them, like
Okay.
in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Oh my god. Well, people, this has been the episode. It's been exciting to have Turner on, talk a little bit about his process, and cool to have a guy on the inside. And you know, when you're waiting for your name to get called, we'll have you on the pod next time. You know,
All right.
or have
All
you?
right, boys.
Have you on? All right, that was a Christmas episode. We'll be back. We'll have a New Year's episode, and we're just gonna keep it rolling. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. Peace.